Today we're talking about the second element, vision. Purpose is one. Purpose, vision, attitude, discipline, and decision. The second element is vision, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Having a crystal clear vision. Why is this important? However you see yourself, that's how you're going to be. It don't matter how I see you. It don't matter how your mother, your father, or your friends, your brothers, none of that matter. All that matter is how you see you. So you have to have a crystal clear vision for yourself. You have to have a crystal clear vision for what you want in life. You have to have a crystal clear vision for who you want to be. You have to have a crystal clear vision of who you want to be your spouse. You have to have a crystal clear vision on how you're going to generate income. You have to have a crystal clear vision on what type of father you're going to be, what type of husband you're going to be, what type of wife you're going to be. So today we're going to go over an exercise. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I'm actually going to do, see, I got my paper here. I'm going to do the exercise along with you so that we both can get a crystal clear vision of what we want our life to be. First of all, before we get started, let me ask you something. What do you want? What do you really want? Take a second. Take a quick second and think about that. What do I want? What do I really want? And now, ask yourself, why don't I have it? That's one I did not want to answer. But I had to, just like you'll have to answer that for yourself. All right, let's get into the second element of a successful life, vision. The first thing we're going to do today, we're going to reflect and dream. What dream do you have? Me, my dream was I want to be a great father. That was my dream. I want to be a great father. I want to lead my children to a great life. I also wanted to be wealthy. Now, my definition of wealth may not be your definition of wealth. My definition of wealth is how long I can live my lifestyle without having to work. Let's say if my lifestyle costs me $6,000 a month, that's all my liabilities, then I need to have enough assets to equal that 6,000. That was my vision for my dream. My dream is to be able to give my children $10,000 a month at any given time. For me to be able to do that, I have 7 children. So that's $70,000 a month, $840,000 a year. That's my dream. Now, I reflect, I haven't got there yet, to be totally transparent. I haven't got there yet. But to reflect on why don't I have it? I look back and I look at my choices. I'm like, well, that wasn't the choice. The choices I made were not the choices that I needed to get me to $840,000. So I realized, okay, this is what I'm doing is not going to work. So I'm going to have to do something different. So what I start doing, I start researching. I start researching jobs, careers, businesses that could possibly pay me $840,000 per year. What's your dream? Write it down. Write down your dream. Now like I said, let's reflect a little bit. Why don't you have it? What are you doing right now, today? What are you doing today that will move you one step closer to your dream? Because you can have it. You can have anything you want if you are willing to do the work. Second thing, you got to clarify your why. Why do I want $840,000? I told you I want to be able to give my children $10,000 a month at any given month. Why is that so important? To me, to me, it's about how it would make me feel. How it make me feel. Everything you do really is about a feeling, to be honest. And that would make me feel good. It'd make me feel like a great father. Not that I'm not a great father. Now I am. But that's what I decided that I really want. I want to make sure my children can do whatever they want to do. And I want to be able to finance it. I want them to live a lifestyle of a rich person. That's my why. I like for my wife to be able to go and do whatever she want, whenever she want, with whoever she want. So that takes money. That's my why. All right, we're going to describe the next one. The third one is describe your vision. Like I said, I'm doing this along with you. My vision is me working as a personal growth coach and a speaker and buying assets so that once again I can get to $840,000 per year residual income. Now I want to make something crystal clear. Your goal, your vision of what you want, it don't have to be money. That's just mine. And it's just a part of it. It's not the whole goal, but it's a part of it. It's a big part. Because all the things I want to do, it takes money. It takes a lot of money. And I understand that. So when you write down and describe your vision, just let your mind go. Just let your mind go. Like my house, I picture my house, the house. I like my house that I live in. It's a nice house, but it's not me and my wife's dream house. You know, we want 2 floors. We want 4 bedrooms. We want everything on the first floor, where you can do your laundry. We want 3 bathrooms on the first floor. We want a big ranch style house. Huge. I mean, a big ranch style house. Brick, a big backyard because we have 100 grandkids and they like to come over and run around. That's how I want my house to look. My car, I like the car I got. I have a Cadillac SRX. I like my car. I'm cool with that. But I would also like a Jaguar. So that's my dream, and I picture it, right? I picture me getting up in the morning at 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock like I do now. I picture me working out, eating, showering, sitting down, reading one of my books, taking time to meditate, then having breakfast with my wife. I picture my wife getting up whenever she feel like it, truthfully, because I want her to live a luxury lifestyle. That's what I picture. The fourth one, identify a first step. My first step was I started buying assets. That's the first thing I had to do. I had to start buying assets. I had to take my earned income and buy passive and portfolio income. Passive income is real estate and business, buying businesses. Portfolio income is stocks, bonds, mutual funds, things like that. That's what I had to do. That was my first step. Actually, truthfully, my first step was getting educated on how to earn passive and portfolio income. That was my first step. Um, I went through some of my books. I pulled out one of my old favorite books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I looked through that book and I remember what he said about if you're an employee, then you have to be an investor. See, in the quadrant on the left side, there's employees and self-employed people. And on the right side, there's business owners and investors. And he said, if you're an employee, then you need to be an investor. Whether it's, like I said, stocks, bond, mutual funds, real estate, whatever it is. You got to take your earned income and buy passive and portfolio income. And if you're self-employed, then you want to move from self-employed to a business, and you do, and that's not really hard. All it takes is you leveraging other people. That's all it takes. Getting some employees to go from self-employed to business owner. All that is leveraging other people, paying other people to do work so that you can get a piece. You just want a piece of the pie, so to speak. That's the beginning of vision. Having a goal of what you want for yourself, deciding who you want to be and why you want to be that person. And I'm going to tell you this before I get off of here. You have to become someone new. To get what you want, you have to become someone new. You cannot have a new personal reality with the same old personality. You have to have a new personality, and then you'll have a new personal reality. And that starts with how you see you. What do the Holy Scriptures tells us? The people without vision, the people will perish. So you have to have a vision of who you are, what you want, what you believe, and who you're doing it for. I'm going to end this here. I'm your boy Ward, the Atmosphere Changer. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Y'all want to hear something funny? I forgot how to turn this off.